Now, the presidential candidate of the Labour Party, Peter Obi, has finally released his campaign manifesto. Obi announced the release of the manifesto on his verified Twitter page on Sunday. In the 62-page document titled, "It's Possible, Our Pact with Nigerians," the Labour Party candidate promised to, among other things, offer honest and competent leadership in order to deliver in 7 key priority areas, including security, economy, restructuring, infrastructure, and war against corruption. The Labour Party spokesman, Dr. Yunusa Tanko, joins us now to discuss the party's manifesto and the purported expulsion of the Director General of the Obi Campaign Council. That's Dr. Doyokupe, by the Ogun State chapter of the party. Dr. Tanko, thank you so much for joining us on Newsday.
Thank you very much, and warm greetings from the heartland city of Owerri.
Thank you so much. We received that. So while there's excitement for this long-awaited manifesto finally being released, some of your critics that are part of the electorate are saying that your candidate needed a push. I'm trying to put this very lightly, that he needed a push to produce policy planks and therefore does not deem your candidate ready for the job. What is your reaction to that?
Well, quite honestly, I think that's an understatement, but I can understand the pressure and need for us to have a document. But let us be factual. It is on record that our presidential candidate has attended more television interview, radio interview, and written interview more than any presidential candidate. It is also on record that our presidential candidate came out with the full mantra of consumption to production. That is on record. It is also on record that our presidential candidate came out in the business school in Lagos and actually gave out this particular 7-point agenda in the public sphere, read and documented by the Nigerian public. In fact, if you have Googled it a month or some week ago, you will have seen that document already being reported by Sahara reporters. So I find it difficult to understand where you talk about somebody needing a push when he has already pushed himself out to the public early enough before anybody. What we only did was to just publicly unveil that particular document so that you can hold us accountable to it in written form. But as far as actually publicizing the document and making sure that the social contract that was supposed to be within him and the electorate, it has already been in public domain long before any political party or political candidate actually made that public. But the truth about it is that some couple of days ago, the presidential candidate of the APC actually tried to market our candidate by saying that he will feel ashamed of actually coming and mentioning the name of Peter Obi. That was when we made and challenged them to a public debate. In order to circumvent and dodge that particular debate, that's when they started talking about that until when we present a document. We've already had a document. If they have the capacity and intellectual capacity to challenge Peter Obi on the debate, please, they should come forward. We are waiting. We are ready. We have already been exemplified. We have put it on the public notice that our candidate has the capacity to actually deal with the issue of extempora without actually putting words to paper. But here it is. We've already done it and we presented the document. There's no need for a push. We are already being pushed long ago to actually reclaim Nigeria for the hands of the Nigerian people and from the hands of those who have held us in total abject poverty. And we, as a people, are ready to do that, especially the Nigerian youth who have given us a humongous support in this particular challenge.
Dr. Tanko, thank you for that clarification. Now, there are some concerns that some of the policies that are outlined in the manifesto would require majority in the National Assembly in order for them to actually be able to actualize. What's the plan surrounding this? Because we do know that, of course, there's a huge push for the presidency, but the Labour Party is still growing in terms of representation for National Assembly.
Well, for emphasis, we've had experience in this regard. His Excellency have had experience as regard to how to convince people to believe in the ideology of what he's selling. Look, with all due respect, Nigeria is in a deep problem. Deep problem. It's just like you finding yourself in a deep blue sea and you are drowning, and then you are being given a two-edged sword. You will automatically hold it. We are so convinced that while we actually push for all of our members to be elected across the board, when we find ourselves in position of power, it's about presenting this particular document for adoption and agreement by all. Would anybody who is interested in rescuing Nigeria talk about issues with regard to restructuring the issue of Nigeria effectively? Anybody that does so will not be happy with the people that vote him in because they will challenge him. Will anybody not talk about or agree on the issue of security, uniting this country together? Nobody will do so. Or would anybody not agree with the issue of leapfrogging the Nigerian economy from oil to fourth year of industrial revolution? No. Or would anybody at the National Assembly will not agree with the issue of robust foreign policy that will readdress the Nigerian situation in such a way that the green passport that you own, and when you move out, you'll be respected in the Committee of Nations? So we are dealing with contemporary issue, current issue that affect you and I. So there's nobody, we believe there's nobody in the National Assembly who will kick against some of these particular 7-point agenda as long as it's in the interest of the Nigerian people. So we are not perturbed as regard to whether at that point in time bipartisan politics will be played, because the issue is not about Peter Obi, it's about Nigeria. And that is the reason why when the Nigerian Bureau of Statistics read out the statistics and say 130 million Nigerians are in abject poverty, 130 million Nigerians in abject poverty, within the number 200 million, 130 million Nigerians. Come with me. Let us form a new government. Don't vote for me because I'm a Christian. Don't vote for me because maybe I have a vice president. Vote for us because we believe in Nigeria and want to rescue the country from quagmire it finds itself. And he said that, look, it is very clear that Nigerians have not deserved leadership that they require. So that is the motivating factor behind him. So we believe that anybody that is in the National Assembly will do the dealings of rescue Nigeria and put it in the Committee of Nations.
Thank you, Dr. Tanko. In 2 minutes, if you can you bring us the latest update regarding that purported expulsion of the Director General of the Obi Campaign Council? What's the situation at this time?
Well, there are internal mechanisms and there are external mechanisms. The truth about it is that they do not have the right of actually expelling or expelling the Dr. Doyin Okupe. Even at the issue of finances, which he doesn't even get involved with, we all have cleared those particular facts already. Is in the public domain. But you see, as one political party, it is important that we are being tested as to our capacity to be able to deal with the internal resolution mechanism which we employed. And we kudos to Isaac Bani, who is a member of the campaign council. He has been able to call all these particular people to order. And I think I've shared a video with you where these individuals have really apologized to the actually misleading position that they took. And now they have decided to give their 100% to the movement. And then we have been able to resolve this within a shorter period of time. So I want to employ and ask every Nigerian that, yes, we may have differences in objectivity and certain area of discord, but our ability to work together as a country and as a team make us more stronger. And that is exactly what is being exemplified in this particular situation. And the Labour Party is coming out more stronger, more united, and ready to fight the battle outside to regain Nigeria back to the Nigerian people. So they've apologized, and we take their apologies. The leadership of the party will deal with the matter and then make sure that everybody
We thank you for that insight, Dr. Yunusa Tanko, spokesperson for Labour Party. Thank you for your time today and for your insight on all of these issues.